I'm Ria. I'm here in my library, and I'm a U.S. physician, and I invest in real estate. Today, we're going to continue on the book Real Estate Riches by Professor Dolph DeRoos, Chapter 4, Beating the Averages Easily. I've made a tab to make it easier for my viewers to understand between real estate and stocks. So number one would be growth. What this means that in real estate, it fluctuates less, whereas in stocks, it fluctuates more widely. And this is the graph that represents stock market. This is normal log of normalized stock market index over time from 1960 to 2000. As you can see, the stock market, the mathematician called this more of a jagged. It's not a linear and straight line. You see, it goes from here, goes up, goes down, goes up, 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 down, up, up, down, up, 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 down, and so forth. So this is not linear. Now this graph shows us the natural log of normalized real estate index over time from 1960 to 2000. So the graph, the line here is more straight or linear compared to the stock market. So the stock market fluctuates more, whereas the real estate fluctuates less. Number two would be the comparables. In real estate, when you want to buy a property, the bank and your agent or the appraisal would require comparables in that area within probably from 5 to 10 miles radius. So that means a house property value, specifically in Presidio, San Francisco, California, USA, is very likely to increase in value by the same amount as the other houses in that neighborhood. Whereas for stocks, there is no requirement for comparables. Therefore, there is little correlation between performance of one stock versus another. So if Tesla stock, which is actually very high right now, does not correlate with the price of a Toyota stock, that means if Tesla stock went up by 10%, it doesn't mean that Toyota stock would go up by 10%. And when you buy a stock, your banker would not lend you money. And number two, they would not ask you for any comparables. But for houses or real estate property, the banker would lend you money. And number two, before the bank lends you money, they would require comparables. Number three, extinction. So for a real estate property, it's slower to be replaced. And we have in the US, we have historical places that have been here for hundreds, 200 centuries, or even longer. And they are still standing up, and they've been maintained. And they are now called historic places or historic buildings. For companies or stock, the companies can be formed and dissolved very quickly. So for example, telex machine. Now I was not around, I'm not familiar with telex machine, but telex machine replaced fax machine. And now we still do have some fax machines. However, they are easily replaced by email and the internet. So we send files using our emails, or sharing our PDF folders using the internet. The fourth comparison between the real estate and the stock is insurance. So if you borrow money from the bank to purchase a house, it is compulsory, it is required to have an insurance, either for earthquake, fire, flood. So the bank would require you to have this type of insurance. Whereas for stocks, the book mentioned that if the company goes under, you lose all your investment. There is no insurance. Therefore, that's why he said in the book, that's why the stocks fluctuate so much more than the properties, is that new companies are being developed all the time. And the current existing companies are being dissolved quickly. And we saw that happening during the pandemic. Several companies went away and several new companies are being built and developed. So this is why real estate is good. Now, not all real estate is made the same. You've got to do your homework. Prime location always beats the other properties within that same neighborhood. I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can also download a free section of my book on my first property investment. Take care, have a good day, and happy investing.